Hi, Marilyn. It's Dave, one of the Daves of your lives, and coming to you from my basement to wish you the happiest of 80th birthdays that you're going to ever have. And I just wanted to be a part of it and tell you a couple thoughts. I wasn't one to come up with a great specific story or humorous memory, but just a lot of thoughts flooded through as far as times we've spent together, whether it's raising kids, taking care of family, but also before kids playing cards and bridge at the cottage, a lot of card games, a lot of laughs. Um, a lot of you entertaining us and putting meals on the table. Appreciate all those things. But in general, I think of you as a great conversationalist, willing to engage anyone and everyone on equal terms. Um, Sometimes a little bit feisty if you had a point to put across. If you thought you had something to tell somebody that they needed to know. But the one thing that it kind of stuck out in my mind, I'm not sure why, but um, I remember a long time ago going shopping at Boscov's, and you took me and we bought a couple suits for me. Um, Used your eye for fashion, a little of your good sense, gave me a little confidence of what to buy and be decisive, and had good conversation and just enjoyed the time out. But I don't know why that hit me more than anything else, because I know we've had great trips, great travels, great meals, great family times, a lot of laughs. So anyway, just leave you with that. Know if I'm thinking about you today and most days actually. So in good health, have this next year be a great one for you and everyone around you. Wish you well, love you, take care, bye.
When asked to share or point out a single fond memory um, of all the memories that I have with you from our time over the years, I found it difficult. I found it difficult to sort of pick out one that was more special than another. Um, but in thinking about it, I have to say the thought that came to me was um, I realized, and I've realized this before, what a wonderful grandmother you have been to our children, to Stefan and Ryan. You've been such a caring and giving and loving grandmother to them, and it's something that I've always appreciated. Um, so I want to say thank you for all that you've given and shared with me. So, for example, your daughter, and that you've shared and given to our children.
Hi, Mom. Happy birthday. I'm here right next to this beautiful cross that you and Dad gave me from New Mexico, I think it was, and not far from the cross that I got when we were in Provence. I don't know if you remember that one. I'm wearing a color that I think you love as much as I do, this blue. And in a special tribute to your birthday, I even left the spot on my white shirt. So, all ready to share with you. Gosh, I mean, how do you share a memory from 60 years together? But one did come to mind. One of the really most emotional moments of my life, like in the top three or four, was the day that I went with Dave and the boys, and we were walking around in Fekadich and up and down the streets with this hand drawn map that Uncle Louis had given someone somewhere along the line, and walking along the street, and I think it was Dave saying, "Wait, isn't that the house that matches the picture that you have?" And I remembered that I had the picture on my phone, and I looked at the picture and I looked at the house and I knew that it was the house. And then the miracle of calling you, and not just a phone call, but FaceTiming you. And Pam also was there. And I'm standing in the street and I'm showing you your mother's house, and I'm crying and you're crying. And this this kind of mystical places, names of Sekich and Fekidich we'd been hearing all our life as if they didn't really exist on the planet. And there I was standing in that village in front of that house, of Grandma's house. Was I can't even describe what that was like to experience that with you at the very same time. And then I walked over to the gate and lifted my phone up so you could look inside the courtyard. I couldn't see because I wasn't tall enough, but oh yeah, that's a problem we share too, right, Mom? But my arm was long enough for you to see over the fence. And then to bring you back, to go there on vacation with you and take you there, and to be able to go in the house. And even more than the house, was walking out to the garden, because I remember the garden that my great grandparents had when we visited them in Brooklyn, and how they created this magical green growing place in the back of their row house. So being out in the garden in the back behind the house and seeing the church steeple in the distance, and knowing that grandma would have seen that same church steeple and walked down those streets, and all of the things that happened to your family there became so real in that moment when I first saw the house, and then when I went back with you and Pam and Hallie, just really peak moment in my life. So there are so many other moments, of course, but that one really stands out. So I love you so much. I really wish we could be together for your birthday, but we will celebrate 60 and 80 as soon as it's possible for us to get together. So I'm sending you a really big hug and a million kisses. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you.
Happy birthday, Nana! I wanted to share 4 special memories I have of you for your birthday. So my first one is of playing cards together. You truly taught me all I know. And I love that you are always up for a game, except oh heck. I love that we're always able to find something to laugh at together when we are playing, even though we are quite competitive. And I also want you to remember that I am always the scorekeeper, and I always keep all of our scores forever. So don't forget that. My second memory is from the V-Bar. It was such, obviously, a life-changing experience for me. You completely embraced the new experience because it was something that I loved and wanted to do. And you're my Nana from Queens, and you rode a beautiful Palomino horse across the plains of Wyoming. So that's a really special memory for me. And I love the way that you relished every moment that we were there, and you befriended all the cowboys, although I will never forget the night in the saloon that you almost got into a heated political debate with Lefty. So that was funny. I also, of course, cannot forget all of our shopping excursions together. You've always been my favorite shopping buddy and fashion guru, and I honestly don't know how I would dress if not for your regular interventions, except maybe more like this. But I cannot tell you how many times in my adult life, or in my adult shopping life, that I have used and applied your mantra of when in doubt, don't. It's extremely useful. And your birthday also made me think about shopping, because it was last year on your birthday that we went bra shopping together at Macy's, which was a great memory and hopefully a fun way for you to celebrate your birthday. Unfortunately, we can't go again this year, but maybe another year. You even realized that you had a mutual friend with the cashier, and I wasn't even surprised. My last memory is not really memory, but more just a sentiment of I think and I know that I got my love of dancing from you. I love how much you love to dance, and I love when you dance. And I actually have 2 videos that you probably didn't even know that I took of you that I just think exemplify who you are, or at least the way that I see my Nana. You bring so much immeasurable joy to our lives. And so the first one is from our holiday in the Catskills. And the second one is from actually our trip to Nashville when we dropped off Brayden at Vanderbilt. So the first time that we were there. So I hope you enjoy them as much as I do, because they just make me so happy.
Right, beverages and dinner.
Okay.
Goes.
And Grampy and Grandma.
So we love you so much, and I hope you have an amazing day, even though we can't all be together, but we love you.
Hi, Marilyn. I'm glad I got to reconnect with you before you made the big plunge to 80. Well, I wish you a very happy birthday and many more. Love you, and I hope you remember you're only as old as you remember you are. Have a great day. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
Happy birthday, Aunt Marilyn. Wishing you a wonderful celebration. I have so many wonderful memories of spending time with you, particularly when we came back to the States on home leave. One of the most impressionable moments that still resonates strongly in my mind was the day of your wedding to Uncle Jerry. I remember running around your house in Averill Park, having fun and being generally silly with all the cousins while you got dressed for your wedding. And in a moment of quiet, I peeked into your bedroom and watched you put on your beautiful pink hat before you headed out to the church. I had never seen anyone wear a hat on their wedding day, and I thought it was very unique and an unusual choice. Thank you for being so hospitable to me over the years and including me in family celebrations and ceremonies and sometimes just the day-to-day of life. And sending you much love and joy on your special day.
Hi, Mom. Happy birthday. The assignment was to videotape a quick message to you for your birthday with a memory, but of course, I can't just have one memory. When I sat down to think about this, I have thousands of memories of you. So I ended up with sort of a collage, chronological collage of having you as my mother. And so I'm just going to give it all to you. So from the earliest memories of sitting on your lap with your smooth hands on my face or stroking my hair. A little bit later, Monday mac and cheese and chocolate pudding, recovering from the mumps, the many birthday parties you had for me, shopping for shoes and school supplies. It was always such a special treat. How beautiful I always thought you were, watching you dress. I have memories of specific things, your bullseye pants, the fall you used to wear in your hair that was so stylish, your green paisley jumper that I loved so much, sandwiches on the cutting board, Sunday trips to Vermont, sitting next to you in church. I remember I would always get upset because I wasn't old enough to take communion, it seems like at one point, so I'd have to just sit. Sunday trips to Vermont. I mentioned that one. Trips to the library and bags just full of books. Skiing weekends, many weekends. In the summer, Friday nights at Kay's Pizza and going to Bradley Park afterwards. Camping in the Higgins. Steak on Sundays. watching the honeymooners while snuggled upstairs in the den, trips to the Boston Children's Museum, trips, of course, to New York City, watching you play tennis, you were so passionate about for a period of time, shopping with you at Miller's Market, and the smell of Tommy's vegetable truck that came every week, baking bread together, snuggling with you in your bed, the Mystery Theater with E.G. Marshall, how my friends just loved you and loved being at the house. So we always seemed to have a lot of people around, especially in the summer, helping get the pool ready, being over and swimming in the pool, you driving to drop me at Deerfield, coming to Deerfield to celebrate my birthday with me and bringing a beautiful new outfit. I can still remember it was these brown suede pants and this silky top, which I wore to my birthday dinner with Abdullah and my friend Chip. Coming to pick me up at Deerfield after I missed the bus and couldn't get home for Paul's sister's wedding. Entertaining Abdullah at the house, taking him to Kay's Pizza. Trips to New York City with Patty and Molly to see shows, my graduation dinner at what's now La Perla, and the party at the house the next day, shopping trips with you to Macy's, always a treat, still always a treat, and that often when I was younger included a stop at the Orange Julius stand. How you would go stretch out every afternoon for a little while, and you'd come back out from your bed, and you had that white coverlet on your bed that had the sort of little sticky uppy things on it, and your face would come out sort of with imprint of your bedspread. Cooking dinners for the whole family, you know, for a while there when Grandpa and Jerry and the kids and we were all there, sitting around the big oak table in the kitchen. Your trips to visit me at Hamilton, giving me your cabriolet, that was such a surprise, and then also surprising me with the bird's eye maple dresser all redone. That was so all refinished. Trips to visit me in Connecticut when I lived in New Britain, and then when I lived in Avon. Planning for my wedding, actually, well, telling you that we were announcing our engagement to you, and then making all the preparations, an outing to Stockbridge to meet with Chez Vous and plan our menu, shopping for my wedding dress, which was so special, all the preparations at the house, which included the new front porch and the boulder out in the backyard, having you come over for the surprise party at Carol Tucker's house. Then later when we were married, coming to visit us in Ecuador, spending time in Pimpiwasi, and that trip on the flotel down the Amazon where you got sick and we left you in the lodge while we went out Cayman watching in the middle of the night. Planning Cindy's baby shower, getting ready for your first grandchild, Stefan's baptism and party, announcing I was pregnant with Hallie. I remember that day coming over to the house, shopping with you for baby clothes and crib and all that things, all that we needed, and what a fun time that was. Obviously having you there for her birth. Many Tuesdays spent in Averill Park with you and baby Hallie, that one day off I had each week. Our trip to see Cindy in Germany when Hallie was just a few months old. Going out with baby Hallie and you for fish lunches with Grandpa Muller and how much he loved seeing her. Having you there for the birth of Braden. Then all those endless fun days that followed with young children, especially when we were up at the cottage. You and Dad coming with us to go pick up Cisco and stopping afterwards at that driving range in East Greenbush for a bite to eat afterwards. I don't know why I have that memory. Those crazy quick start trips, the RV trip with Dan and Robin, stopping to stock up on fireworks, helping you move out of the house on Thayus Road. So many summer adventure outings with the kids. We just get in the car and drive somewhere and do something neat, especially our magical trip to Vermont one summer in August. Long conversations with you as I worked through the challenges of jobs and kids and marriage, and just love having you around the corner, essentially, so I can run over to your house and have quick visits. planning family holidays, images of you in the kitchen, basting your turkey that was always in our oven, more long and wonderful days at the cottage, especially more recently the calm and quiet ones when I have a chance to just go up with you and Dad, which has been really special. Traveling to London, Vienna, and your homeland in Serbia, every moment of that trip was so memorable. Christmas in the Catskills, visiting you in Florida, that's been really fun. Having you be a part of our Del Mar Circle gathering, celebrating Braden's birthday bash in Nashville. What a fun time for all of us. The extraordinary trip to Jordan that is still indescribable. And really any moment that we have to get together and head off on an adventure, whether it's heading over to Masmoka or heading over to the Sterling Clark Institute and visiting Williamstown, or I just have loved our day trips, or going to see a show at Williamstown, or going up to SPAC. I mean, those are things I just will always treasure, and I miss that so much. And I want to do more. Going up to the ballet every year. Those were just such special times. You have colored every part of my life. You have been a part of all the best moments, and they have been my best moments because you and Dad have been a part of them. 201, my friends have always loved my mom, and how many of them have wanted to adopt you as their own? It's impossible to say how fortunate I have been to call you my mom.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Nana.
Marilyn.
Sorry that we can't be with you in person today.
Yes.
But, just wanted to show you that Good is eating my flowers instead of saying happy birthday. But also just to say, how much I love you and how much I appreciate, as the matriarch of this family, how much you have sort of shaped who I am today in terms of, like I said in my limerick, how much I love to travel, how much I appreciate and love movies, and just spending time up at the cottage has really sort of led me to appreciate nature as much as I do. And on top of all that, I'm the family member who's holding it down in New York City. So that my love of this city is definitely because of you too. So just wanted to say that we wish you the very best and can't wait to see you in person.
Yes. We're celebrating your birthday here in spirit, and we'll be thinking about you all day, and very much appreciate everything
And
you do.
like I said, we'll see you soon. Love you.
Bye. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hi, Marilyn. Happy 80th birthday. I have known you for I'm gonna cry.
You gotta grip it.
I have known you for such a long time, and you are so near and dear to me that I'm so very happy to be wishing you a happy birthday. I'm sorry. I have so many stories to tell that I can't even begin because it would take forever to tell them all. But I just want you to know how much I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful birthday celebration, even during this very difficult time. Love you. Take care.
Happy birthday, Marilyn. I want to share one very brief vignette that you may or may not recall in your life. We were staying with you when word was that Pam probably could not come back for Cindy's marriage. Because, of course, in the Peace Corps, you have to spend the first half year away from home and not with others. Okay, so you turned to me, you told me that story, and then your eyes narrowed like this, and you said, Vern, I will pull any string to get my daughter back at her sister's marriage. And the rest is history. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Wish we could get together and celebrate in person. This will have to do for now. Because one of my favorite memories was putting together the dinner table on Theus Road. Getting to set it, putting the candles out, putting the china out. You always made sure to make it very special. We had a sideboard before I even knew what a sideboard was, and hutches and mints in the cupboard, and the Hummels, of course. So that's my favorite memory, and wish we were setting the table for a birthday celebration dinner for you, but we will certainly do that soon. Wishing you the best. Love you. Mwah.
Hi, Marilyn. It's Julia behind the mask. Sorry, I'm behind the mask, but I'm at the Javits Center in New York, and Pam had reached out to me to do this little special video, and I'm honored to do the video because you are a special person, and I can see you have been an amazing influence for your entire family and community, and especially me, and I can't thank you enough for all the space you've given me up in Tupper and time you've given me for the short time I've known you. I feel like I've known you forever. And I really wish you a happy birthday. And 80th, I hear. Hard to believe. Anyway, I hope you have a really great day. And again, I always thank you for your friendship and your special understanding for not judging people. I always feel like you're one to always be very accepting. So I can't thank you enough for that. And I love you, and have a great day. Love you. Bye.
Hi, Nana. Calling to wish you a happy birthday. I know we can't be there in person, so it's nice that we get a chance to talk, even if it's just over video. I wanted to share some of the happiest memories I have of us, of spending time together. There's two that come to mind for me. The first one is the cruise that we took to the Bahamas when I was 13. Something that I always have remembered fondly, but more specifically the afternoon that me, you, and Grandpa went and swam with dolphins. I don't know if you remember, but there's video of the three of us standing in a line and each taking a photo with the dolphin and like dancing with it. And we have just the biggest grins on our face and just can't stop laughing through the whole experience. And it's something that I always remember fondly. The other thing that I was thinking about is all of the amazing times that we've gotten to spend at the cottage, whether it's playing Mexican trains over a cup of hot chocolate, or sitting on the porch and watching the sun go down, listening to the loons, or setting off fireworks on July 4th, or, sitting and reading a book in the hammock. All of these moments are things that I cherish very deeply. And, when this all blows over, I'll be back on the East Coast, and I look forward to spending more quality time and having more adventures. I can't wait. Anyway, I hope you have a good birthday, and I'm sure I will see you soon. Anyway, bye.
Marilyn, happy birthday. This is Sam, and I wish you the very, very best. Please understand that not only do I, but we all know that you are a force of nature in the best possible way. May the next 40 or 50 years be as amazingly impactful on the rest of our world as this first 40. I wish you very well. Happy birthday. Bye-bye.
Hey, Nana, happy birthday. I hope you're having a great day. One memory I have that really has stuck with me throughout the years is every time that I've gotten into the car or walked into a store and turned around only to see that you're still outside, then to quickly realize that it's because I didn't open the door for you. That's something that's always stuck with me. Every time I open a door for someone, I immediately think of you and leaving you outside all those many times, which I apologize for, of course. But I really thank you for teaching me to be such a gentleman. And I hope you're having a great day, staying safe. I wish I could be with you, but I'll see you soon. Bye.
Hey, Marilyn.
Happy birthday, Marilyn.
This is Danny, Michelle, and Luna, and Harvey. Come here, Harvey. Right here. Harvey's right here. Wishing you a wonderful, special, happy, healthy, safe birthday.
Yes,
and we can't wait to actually celebrate with you in person
real soon.
really soon, and hope you have a wonderful one, and we love you and hope you're doing well. Okay?
Be well.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.